Yes, I'm recording this session now. Can you please tell me if you can see Excel in Meslit Resi with Ndavuko Batebula, grade 12 class last session? If you can see it, 5 people says yes. How about the others? Can you see? No, I cannot see it. Okay, Lindo, if you cannot see it, can you click where there's close? Click where there is close. If you click close, I believe you can now see this page that I'm talking about. What you should be seeing is Excel in Metaliteracy. If you do not see it and you see the pictures of people, if you are seeing the videos of people, can you just scroll to the left like that and you will see this now. You are not supposed to see other people. You are not supposed to see people. You are supposed to see Excel in Metalit with Davukoma table. So if you are seeing the pictures of people or videos or whatever, just scroll to the left. Scroll to the left and you're going to see Excel in Metalit with Ndavuko Matebulas. Lindo says, I can see. Thanks. Then we are good to go. Class, we are good to start. I am not going to do a recap like I did that time. Now I'm just going to show the new learners who are joining us that we did this thing, but I'm not going to teach again about it because we already have done a lot about it and it has wasted much of our time. So I wanted to show you that today we discussed the measurement and we discussed conversion, perimeter, area. Now we are about to continue and we're going to be discussing volume. Temperature and time distance and distance and speed, we'll discuss about it tomorrow. Today we'll stop on volume. This session is for volume. So I want you to know that we discussed conversions, the conversion of length, as you can see on the screen. We gave definitions that length is the measurement of an object from one end to another, and distance is the physical length between two objects or places. So we went to the conversion of length and we were doing these formulas. These are the formulas that you know, they are in each and every mid book, even in grade 10, even in grade 11 or 12, we use the same conversion method. So this is kilometer, meter, centimeter, and millimeter. So if you can check on the right, you can use your fingers to scroll, zoom in or zoom out, or go to the left or go to the right. So when you convert 3 kilometers to meters, you use this graph that is on the left, which indicates that from kilometer to meter is multiplied by 1,000. So it's 3 times 1,000, which is equals to 3,000. I believe you understand that. So now we also discussed conversions of mass or conversion of weight, which is kilogram, gram, and milligram. And the units there do not change. They are 1,000. From kilogram to gram is 1,000. From gram to milligram is 1,000. If you do not understand that, you will check with me next time. Today we're about to discuss volume. So the conversion of volume, when it comes to the conversion, we discuss kiloliter, liter, and milliliter, which the units always equals to 1,000. From kiloliter to liter is 1,000. From liter to milliliter is 1,000. If you can't see well, you are allowed. I have shared my screen, meaning you can do anything with it. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can go to the left, you can go to the right, you can do whatever you want to do. So, and I did an introduction on perimeter. Perimeter is the total length of the outer lines of a shape. And I gave an example about schools. I said in your school, the perimeter is the fence because it's the total length of the outer line of that shape. So we discussed the perimeter of a square. As you can see there, we added all sides. Perimeter of a square is equals to side plus side plus side plus side, or side multiplied by 4, which is 10 centimeter plus 10 centimeter plus 10 centimeter plus 10 centimeter, or 10 centimeter times 4, which is equal to 40 centimeters. And we discussed the perimeter of a rectangle. You should be seeing it in your screen, where we discussed the length and the breadth. We said the perimeter is equal to 2 length plus 2 breadth, because there is 2 length and 2 breadth in a rectangle. So it's 2 times 22 as the length there is 22, plus 2 times 5 as the breadth there is 5. So it was 44 centimeter plus 10 centimeter, which is 54 centimeter. I'm doing a recap. I'm showing those who were not with us about the things we discussed. We also discussed the perimeter of a triangle, which the sides are not equal. So we say side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3, 5 plus 9 plus 7, which is 21. I'm very fast because we did this and we did a revision of it. Now is the third time and I'm mentioning about it. This perimeter has 2 equal sides and one side which is not equal to the others. So it's side A times 2 plus side B. If you do not understand it, you are allowed to text me on my WhatsApp account, and I will share these screenshots, and I will also share the video with you. We have that video. I have that video with me. I can share that video. I will try to share it with the group also so that you can catch up on it. It's very much useful. So area is the measurement of the distance covered by the surface of a shape. We were discussing area, and we messed up on one question that we were supposed to deal with. I also was distracted by the countdown of time because I was looking at the timer here and it was showing that you have only one minute, and it was counting down, and I wanted to be fast on it, and I apologize on that one. So area is the measurement of the distance covered by the surface of a shape. That's what we discuss about. So on area of a square, you can see the purple color. Want to indicate that when we talk about the surface, we talk about what is inside the shape. So area of a square, when you calculate it, is side multiplied by side, which is 10 centimeter here times 10 centimeter, which is equal to 100 centimeter squared. Where you see a highlighter, yellow highlighter, indicates that there should be some 2 here, small 2 on top of centimeter squared, is because I did not find that 2 on my preparation. That's why I just left it like that. So area of a rectangle, you can see there's length and then there's breadth. Length is 20 centimeter, breadth is 4 centimeter. So area is equal to length multiplied by breadth, which is 20 centimeter times 4 centimeter, which is equal to 80 centimeter. Then we come to the area of a circle. Area of a circle. On area of a circle, you should be seeing area of a circle there. Area of a circle, you can see the circle. It is 9 centimeter diameter. Diameter is the line between the circumference of a circle. The circumference is the line that binds a circle. You can zoom on the picture. You can zoom on the picture if you want to see it well. You can zoom it. You are allowed to zoom it. You are allowed to zoom out. You're allowed to do anything with it. Circumference is the line that binds a circle. Diameter is the line between the circumference of a circle. So there's what we call radius. Radius, that line that divided the diameter. I'm highlighting by blue now. Highlighting it by blue. Okay, blue won't be well, so I will let me highlight it by green. I'm highlighting the diameter, the radius by this one. The radius, I've highlighted it by green. And then the diameter, I have highlighted it by purple. I'm now highlighting the diameter by purple. So the diameter is the purple line. Let me just go and highlight the diameter by purple. And the radius is the green line. I've highlighted the diameter by green. And then the circumference is the yellow line that is highlighted by yellow. Oh, I'm also highlighting the word circumference by yellow. I believe now you understand, class. Circumference is the line that binds a circle. Diameter is the line between the circumference of a circle. Radius is a measure of distance from the center of a circle to its boundary. Is a line from the center to the circumference. It's a line dividing the diameter. So when you are calculating the radius, you're going to say radius or R is equals to diameter divided by 2. Here our diameter is 9 centimeters, so it's going to be 9 divided by 2, which is equal to 4,5. When you are calculating diameter, someone asked the question and say, how do I calculate the diameter using this information? And yes, indicated diameter is equals to 4,5 radius times 2. When you calculate diameter, you say radius times 2. When you calculate diameter, you say radius, when you calculate diameter, you say radius times 2. But when you calculate diameter, you say radius times 2. When you calculate radius, you say diameter divided by 2. It's there. Just take a screenshot there. Radius is equals to diameter divided by 2. Diameter is equals to radius times 2. Diameter is equals to radius times 2. Radius is equals to diameter divided by 2. I believe you've seen it. We are continuing now. Here we're calculating the area of a circle. Adjust the screen using your fingers. Area of a circle is equals to pi multiplied by radius squared. Here I've indicated that it's 3,142 times radius times radius. Remember, this is the radius. I'm drawing a line there. A line from the center. A line from the center to the circumference. And I'm using a red marker to draw the diameter. That's the diameter. The radius is on black. The diameter is on red. Diameter is a line dividing the whole circle. But radius is a line from the center. So it's going to be 4,5. The diameter is 9. We divided it by 2 is 4,5. So it's going to be 3,142 times 4,5 times 4,5, which is 63,63 or 62. Depends on how much you have rounded it. Now, class, we had this thing. There was a question. There was a question. Before we come to volume, before we discuss volume, we had this question. Yeah, this one. This beast. We were calculating this thing. This is a yard and with a pool in the center. The yard has 30 meters length and 25 meter breadth, meaning it is a rectangle. And the pool has 16 meters of diameter. So when you want to calculate the yard, let me start at the beginning because my previous answer had a lot of confusion. Now I am writing on the left. Check on the left, I'm writing area to be paved. Area to be paved is equals to yard minus pool. It was because of time that I was not working it well, but this is how you are supposed to work Maths Lit class. You must come up with a formula which is more understandable. You see now, everyone can get it. Everyone can understand it. Everyone can see what is supposed to be done. So area to be paved is equals to yard minus pool. Now you know that you have to calculate the area of the yard and calculate the area of the pool. Then minus what? The pool from the yard. So we must discuss yard. How much is yard? Yard is a rectangle. So it's going to be length multiplied by breadth. That's the first thing that we're supposed to do. Yard is equal to length multiplied by breadth. I believe you can see I am writing there. So length is equal to 30. So we're going to multiply it by 20. I believe it was 25. Where's my unit? If it is not 25, can someone remind me what it was? I mistakenly removed it here. Class, can you please remind me if the unit was indeed 25? 30 multiplied by 25 will give us 750. Yes, it was 25. Sorry for removing it. I did not realize that I removed it. I did not realize that I removed it. I will write it again. 750. So the unit here is 25. Sorry for mistakenly removing it. It was not my intention to remove it. We are now working this one so that you will not fail it again, so that you will always understand it and master it. So this is the yard. We know that the yard is 750 meters squared. I'm having difficulty working out squared now, but it's 750 meters squared. Then we have to work what? We have to work the pool. How much is the pool, class? The pool is 3,142 multiplied by radius. Multiplied by radius. It's multiplied by radius. Let me separate this so that you can see them well. Multiplied by radius times radius. It has to be radius squared. So it will be radius times radius. What is it going to be? It's going to be, please focus. It's going to be 3,142 times radius times radius. Sorry, radius I've already indicated. So it's radius is 16 divided by 2, which is obviously 8. So it's 8 times 8. Sorry for repeating the same thing. It's 8 times 8. So now we need to find the answer. Help me calculate that one. Is 3,142 times 8 times 8, which is equals to 201,008. Tell me if that's what you found. It was 25. Okay, tell me if this is still correct, class. Did you find this? Is this what you are also working out? Are the units correct? Is this what your calculator gave you? If this is not what your calculator gave you, please tell us what your calculator. Okay, Tapelo says yes. So this is it. So area to be paved is equals to yard minus pool. Yard is 750. 750. Then we have to minus what? We minus 201,008 from that one. What will be the final answer? I can see other people are commenting their final answer that they've calculated. 750 minus 201,008 is equals to how much? 548,992. Tapelo says their final answer is 548,992 meters squared. Class, do you now understand this thing of paving, painting, or whatever? Do you understand it? Please tell me if you understand it. I can see your answers. I can see your answers. Do you understand it? If I was to give you a question now and show you a wall which needs to be painted, could you be able to paint the wall? Do you understand it now? You must know that first of all, you must find out the total area. Then you remove what is not needed. If they give you a front wall and they say they want to paint the front wall, but there are doors and windows on the front wall, you must know that you must first calculate the total surface area. Then you will remove the door, remove the windows. If the windows are square, you will just say side times side. If the door is there, the door is obviously a rectangle. A door is usually a rectangle, unless it's a shop or a garage door, maybe it could be so. But a door is usually a rectangle. So you say length times breadth, and then you remove the door. I am not going to give you that question because of time. We're just going straight to volume. I appreciate your comments. Many of you are saying yes, 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 we understand it. So now let's jump to section number 4. Volume. Class, come back here. Come back here on a page, a white page which says volume. Volume is the total capacity. Let me just say so, total capacity or the capacity. I'm just making it sound well when I say total. It does not even have to be total. So let just allow me write it that way. It's the total capacity occupied by a shape, or the total distance occupied by a shape, whatever, but it has to be occupied by a shape. Anything that has to be occupied by a shape, or the capacity of a shape, you are still correct. Let me try to enlarge my definition so that everyone could be able to see it. Volume is the capacity occupied by a shape. My definition is there. That's my definition on volume. So I want you to understand how to deal. Where is it? No, I don't need this one. Okay. Let's say, for instance, you have a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism. Let me try to bring something here. I don't like this color. I don't like this color. Let me try to change this color to black or blue, something else. Yeah, blue seems fine. Okay, class. I'm trying to draw something here. I'm trying to work it out with you. So let's work it out well. Okay, this is our shape. Ne? It has to be like this. Then it also has to be like this. If we're talking about a rectangular prism, it has to have all the sides. This is how I am able to draw using my mouth. So please We do not have the drawing material so far, but we are working on it. So this is the rectangular prism. I believe you can see it well, and I believe you do not have a problem with it, that you understand what I am trying to indicate here. Let me just try to solve the corner here. But the important thing is not the drawing. The important thing is to understand the units and the way those units are calculated. There's no marks for drawing. This is not grade 2 class. So here is the rectangular prism. As you can see here, I want you to understand it well. That when you are calculating something like this, you must understand that the height class. They say here the height is 11 centimeters. I don't know if you can see those words that I'm writing here. You are supposed to be seeing it. So please focus on it. We have moved beyond area. Now we are discussing volume. The height is 11 centimeters. And the breadth or width, depends on how you would put it, is 9, or let's say it's 10. It's 10 centimeters. The breadth is 10 centimeters. Now we need to also check what? We need to check the length. That's the third thing. Now the volume introduces us to the length, to the height. Then the length is how much? Let's say is 14 centimeters. I want you to understand it. Please take a screenshot so that you can understand it very well when you do your revision. I will also provide you with this video. We are recording this session. This session is being recorded, so you will be able to download it from my WhatsApp. You will be able to have it on your phone. We are downloading the session. It's recorded. Okay. Breadth is equals to 10 centimeter. Length is equals to 14 centimeter. Height is equals to 11 centimeter. When you calculate the volume, class, scroll to the right. You are allowed to scroll to the right. Well, volume, you must know that volume is equals to length times breadth times height. That's how we calculate volume. Volume is equals to length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. Can someone calculate that? Calculate the volume of this rectangular prism. Adjust the screen by your 2 fingers. Calculate the volume of this rectangular prism. I'm looking at the answers. Can someone please calculate? I'm looking for 2 answers. The first one must be the calculations. Don't just write down your answer. Show how you got your answer. Show how you got your answer. I'm looking at the chat box and there are no answers yet. Please indicate to me if you have understood by writing down the answer for this question so that we can go to the volume of a cylinder and discuss the volume of a cylinder. Class, I'm looking at your answers. Calculate the volume of this rectangular prism using that formula. Okay, Lindo says it's 14 times 10 times 11, which is 1,540. Is this the right answer, class? All of you have this answer? 11 times, okay, 14 times 11 times 10. Norotando says 14 times 11 times 10, which is 1,540. Celo says length times breadth times height is equals to 11 times 10 times 40, which is 1,540 centimeter squared. This is the first, this is the correct answer, class. Oh, cube, sorry. This is cubic meter. So it's 1,540 centimeter cube. Maringa Amu says it's 1,540 centimeter cube. That's correct, class. We are on the right direction. So it's gonna be, as you've indicated there, the length is 14. I'm writing on on my page, you can look at my page, is 14 times, the breadth is 10, 14 times 10 times 11, which most of you says is 1,450 cube. 1,540 centimeter cube. I'm trying to look for the cubic symbol. I cannot find it on my materials, but it's not a big deal. Let's just focus on this one, on the positive matters. So the cubic meters symbol was supposed to be indicated where I've indicated by green. I violated there. You can check on my screen. I violated there by green. That's where you are supposed to put it on top of the M, on top of the centimeter. Thank you guys for your answer on that one. You are so correct. Thank you for participation on that one. Now we're about to discuss volume of a cylinder. Volume of a cylinder. Let me erase this one and add the volume of a cylinder. Okay, let me just try to draw it because I want to save time. You should be seeing my drawing. If you can't see my drawing, scroll to the right or to the left. Just check there. You are allowed to use this screen. I've shared it with you. I have shared this whole screen with you so you can see it well. This is the shape class. This here is the shape, so you can see the shape well. I believe that you can see the shape well there. So let's try to understand how we're going to calculate it. What I want you to know, or what I want you to understand here, is that there's this line. I'm going to write a red line there. This red line indicates the diameter. Because you must know that on top of that cylinder, cylindrical shape, there's a circle. So the diameter is the line between the circumference of the circle. Diameter there. Let me write it. Let me try to write it by red so that you can understand that this here is a diameter. Many people might be confused because of it, and they might not understand what it indicates. This is a diameter. It's a diameter. I've also indicated it by red there. So when you calculate the volume of a cylinder, let me indicate that this is the volume of the cylinder. Volume of a cylinder. You must know, class, that we use this formula, which is pi 3,142 multiplied by radius squared. Here, because I do not have the right material, I will just say is radius times radius times height. So, meaning our diameter there, let's say is, let's not change 9 centimeter, it's 9 centimeter. That's our radius. Our radius is 9 centimeter. Our height is 13 centimeters. So class, can you please calculate for me the volume of this cylinder? I want to say something. Many people are going to get it wrong, and I know why. Let's calculate this so that we'll be done with volume. Let's calculate this one so that we can be done with volume. What is the volume of this cylinder, cylindrical shape? I want to see your calculations on the group, sorry, on the answering chat where we write our answers. Just go there and write your answers. It is not that too much. It is not that difficult. The height here is 13 centimeters. The diameter is 9 centimeters. So what is going to be our volume, class? What is going to be our volume? Let's calculate this one. If we're done with this one, then we have killed volume for today. And we will know that tomorrow we're continuing with others. Okay, let me check. Let me check. Masekani says 871,1315. Can you please show me how you calculated that one? You calculator in Shusha Umili. Calculator volume. Yes, quarter lish one. Volume yes quarter lish. Formula iliala ya pi times radius squared times height. Pi times radius times height. Volume is equals to pi times radius squared times height. Remember, this video is available. If you want this video, I will give you this video. It is available for you. I will share it with you. Okay, this one says 3,142 times 4,5 times 4,5 times 13. Yes, this is how you calculate it. Meaning my second was also right. It's 827,1315. I just wanted to see the way you calculated it. So it is 3,142. 3,142 times 4,5. 4,5. How did we get 4,5? It's because we've divided 9 centimeter by 2. Remember, radius is equals to diameter divided by 2. So it's 4,5 multiplied by 4,5. I'm looking at your answers and I can see answers. Celo says 3,142 times 4,5 times 2. No. 4,5 squared does not mean 4,5 times 2. It means 4,5 times 4,5 times 13. Okay. 3,142 times 4,5 times 4,5 times 13. This is Masekan is giving us his calculations because he gave us the answer that time. Maringa Amu says 3,142 times 4,5 times 4,5. We only have 5 minutes left for this session. Anyone who has questions, you can ask me. If you want to activate if you want to activate your mic, you can activate your mic. Then we conclude the session. If you want to activate your mic, activate your mic. If you want to write it down, write it down. We're left with 5 minutes for today. Then tomorrow we'll continue with others. Let's continue, class. If you have questions, just write it down. Say, I have a question about the volume of a rectangle. Okay, let me check your answer well. Say, I have a question about the volume of rectangle. I can ask it by using recording. Yes, you can record. You can record Wafa Wafa comedy. You can record. Let me check. Let me activate you. Hello?
So what if they...
I'm not hearing you well. I was not hearing you well, sir. Can you repeat the question? Sir,
what if they give the volume of rectangle as 4,845 cubic meter?
Let me write down the number. They give
the breadth
I wanted to write
17 meter and also the height as 15 meter. How to calculate length?
Okay, good question. You were using the numbers that we were calculating with? Yes, sir?
Yes.
Okay. You say they give you what and they do not give you what? They give you
us 4,845 cubic meter.
Okay. They give you, class, let's take they give you the total answer, which is 827. Eh? They say 827,1315. And they tell you that you must calculate the length. Let me just say that only. Honey? They say this cylinder has a volume of 827,1315. Find this is the height, it's not the length. Find the height. Ne? You know what you do? You must first divide everything that was multiplied here. Let's write it down. Let's write it down. Class, work with us so that you will master this one. They say to you, the number is how much? How much is the final answer? Can someone help me? I'm writing down on my calculator. Class, how much is the total volume? Say, are you there? It's 827,1315. 827,1315. So you divide what? The first thing that was times, which is 3,142. Then you divide the second thing that was multiplied, is the radius, 4,5. Then you divide the radius again because you divided it 2 times. Then you are left with 13. Did you understand me? Class. Can you write if you understood that one? It was very much simple. Can you tell me if you understood that one? Class, they gave you 827.
Yes, I understand.
They gave you 827,1315. They say find the height. Don't say how. Divide everything that you know is multiplied on your volume. It means you will say, how much is that one? I'm always forgetting it. 827,1315. Then you divide everything that you have added. 827,1315. Then divide everything that was added here. It's very much simple. You divide 3,142. You divide 4,5. You divide 4,5. You are left with 13. Class, I will take questions on the group related to this one. Our session has come to the end. We've come to the end of this session. You can text me if you have anything related to this. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good night. Please tell others about our session. The video will be available for everyone. Tell others about our session. You must tell them about our session. You must join us tomorrow. We are coming back tomorrow and we will be talking about the measurement